Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about 5 extremely underrated characters in Marvel Contest of Champions. We're going to take a look at their gameplay, discuss their uses and abilities, but first let's talk about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Opera GX, the world's first browser for gamers, jam-packed with some amazing features, and the first feature we're going to talk about today is GX Control. Here the user can limit their computer's CPU or RAM usage, and hence you can open a lot of browsers without hurting your gaming performance or streaming performance, and it's very simple to do. You just have to scroll down and adjust the bar here. Next up we have the GX player. You can log into Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music directly from the sidebar, and the best thing about this is let's take a look here. It's playing, we turn on a YouTube video and it paused. Now as soon as I pause this YouTube video or just close this tab completely, it will automatically resume from where we left off, which is just so nice. And here you can see automatically resumed. It's just such a nice feature for gamers. Now it's time for my favorite feature, which is the Discord integration. This is just amazing. Like, you can check all your messages, reply to them, you basically do anything on Discord. And this is, by the way, my server here. And there is not just Discord integration, they also have WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Twitch as well. You can just click this button, see if anyone you follow is streaming, and if they are, you can just click that and it will redirect you to Twitch, which is very cool. Now I don't know about you, but personally I'm a huge fan of customization, and Opera GX is such a great browser for that. You can go to just easy setup, or you can go to it from settings as well, but this is easier as the name suggests. And here you can select between various themes, various wallpapers, see what you like. You can also choose different animations, and this also comes with a built-in free VPN and ad blocker, so you should definitely check out this browser. The download link is in the description and also in the pinned comment. After downloading, you can also comment on this video, #installgx. Alright, so once again thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video, and let's get started. So the first character that we're going to talk about today is going to be Red Hulk, and he was my second rank 3 6-star, by the way. He is the definition of simple yet very effective in my opinion, because abilities wise he doesn't have too much going on, but he still gets a lot of use in Alliance War. If you check out like Master Tier alliances or Platinum alliances, he is very frequently used for Path 9, and also the Hazard Shift mini boss, especially for Dragon Man. On the Hazard Shift mini boss, his damage output against Mystic is just very nice. You can see, like, even let's take a look. So I think medium crits were doing like 14,000-15,000 damage if you also count the red numbers. Obviously Hulk characters, or usually all the XL characters, they have terrible crit rating, but when he crits hard, plus the energy damage is just a lot of damage there. We're gonna go for SP3. After that there is some bonus damage when running Suicide Masteries against Mystic. You can just block and build up your physical basically your charges. Otherwise you have to use a special one, which again, if you are running Suicide Masteries, then not recommended because the recoil will kill you. SP2 does have the regeneration, so that can technically counter a recoil, but basically it's his immunities and his damage output. Immunities wise, he is immune like poison immune and incinerate immune, which is a great combination, mostly because of Hazard Shift. Like, the only other characters who are immune to both poison and incinerate are Mephisto, Iceman, and then you have characters like Ghost who can shrug it off, or characters like Quake who won't make contact with the enemy, so they don't have to deal with the poison and incinerate them. But as you can see, like, this fight, that SP1 did so much damage, and Red Hulk, like, he still has so much use. Yeah, he doesn't have flashy animations, he doesn't have 3 pages of abilities, but he is very solid. Next character on the list is Dr. Octopus, and this is a rank 1 rank 1 5-star Dr. Octopus in variant 3. So variant, the attack values are crazy, so we are going to take a lot of block damage. But take a look at that power lock. This is actually one of the hardest parts in variant 3 if you do not have a Dr. Octopus or any great power control character, because it also has Spite and natural power gain. So Doctor Strange is just crazy. He keeps spamming special 2 or hitting you with special 3. But here, as you can see, Doc Ock, he's making, like, even as a rank 1 5-star, He's doing so much work here in a variant, no less. And like at this point, you just have this permanent power lock going. You can spam heavy attack, do a lot of energy damage if you're Dark Octopus. Like mine is awakened, but he's at low signature level, but at high signature he can also siphon regeneration if the opponent has regen. So there's a lot he can do, but power control is his main thing. He is still top 5 power control characters in my opinion, because unlike some other characters, like he has power control when you need him to. There are situations like there used to be this OG Vision mini boss, like the leftmost mini boss in Lance form, and he just started with 3 bars of power. So in situation like that, if you use Dark Hawk, he'll be power locked automatically without you doing anything, and it's just awesome. And we will not be able to finish this fight because again block damage is ridiculous in variants, and we are also running the suicide mastery, so we're taking recoil damage, poison damage. So we just abruptly cut. When we don't win fights, we abruptly cut and move on to the next one without talking about it too much. So the next one is going to be Gwenpool, and she is one like the smoothest character still. She has been in the game for years now. She was very useful. Like I'd say still a lot of people have completed Labyrinth of Legends with Gwenpool, and damage output after the armor break is really amazing, like just basic hits. And on top of that, you also have the extremely strong bleeds, and her bleeds are also, you know, tied to her abilities, because if you have the bleed and your armor break expires, then it automatically refreshes. Same goes for the power, like Enver weight actually from the SP2, which is like it's like a mini power lock, because if the opponent has a power gain buff, then I believe he would still gain power, but like while you are hitting them, they won't gain power. So it's nice to have. She also has defensive ability reduction if you have her awaken. It's very, like at this point you have shut down the opponent's abilities 100%. I remember when Medusa came out, and this is around the same time either Killmonger came out or just before that. Gwenpool used to be one of the best counters to Medusa bosses in Alliance War, because after like 30 something hits, Medusa almost had no chance to proc auto block. And you can say the same for evade characters and everything. Also her awakened ability, the second part is that she is immune to special attack. She can't die from a special attack, so you can tank infinite SP3s as long as you're not running suicides, because if you are, then you will be at 1% and like recoil will just kill you, or poison will just kill you. But that has come into use against the Thanos bosses that we see, like the end game Thanos or whatever that is called, those fights, because tanking SP3 there is very useful. Now we're going to talk about Black Bolt, who is you've seen a lot of Black Bolt gameplay on my channel. I love this guy, and the damage output on this guy can be so ridiculous. It requires a little bit RNG in the starting. So as you can see, like right now we're 20 hits in, we haven't done much, but now that we have 3 buffs, we're going to start hitting much harder. We do not even have Karnak here, just Medusa and Hitmonkey, who by the way are 2 amazing characters. Without the synergies, he's not great. Even with the synergies, if you have him awakened and not at a high signature level, he's not great. So he does need the awaken ability, some signature levels, couple of strong synergies. But after that, the damage output is so ridiculous, and he crits almost every single hit. Like once you build him up, I recently did an not Omega Red, Abyss Omega Red solo with him, and it was crazy. Like it was so quick, one of the quickest Omega Red solos I've ever seen, 4.5 minutes, and he just makes very quick work of that Realm of Legends fight. Now talking about the final character, I will be fast forwarding it a bit because it is like a 10.5 minutes video, and Elsa Bloodstone, she is really good. I'm running Suicide Mastery, that's why we started with the Winter Soldier having a degeneration on him, and that's not particularly useful on offense, but very good ability to have on defense, because that just scares the hell out of opponents. Like they have to bring a mutant, otherwise they always have the risk that you have placed with suicides, and they will just die to death without being able to do much. And the other thing, like the opening, you parry and she'll automatically evade, giving you 100% chance to get that opening for free. Like that could be very useful. I really like characters who have different ways of getting an opening. Best one would be Ghost and Quake, I guess, but Mole Man also has it, because you can block and he'll will turn unstoppable. You can get an opening that way. But else a bloodstone, it's on a timer. You can't do it every single time, but still. The SP3 I usually just spam SP2s and sometimes SP1 because of the precision. After that you have a ridiculously high crit rate chance, and the damage output that she has is really nice. She has 3 different types of debuffs. If the opponent evades, then she automatically will apply cold snap, so evade counter there. That's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this video, share with your lions, stay safe, have a good one. Bye bye.